Hi there, this is Tiffany from iHeartArtBlog.com. I'm also on the Lawn Fawn design team. I'm here to show you this fun tutorial on how to create this grad card using the lowercase Quins ABCs Lawn Cuts dies. And I have 3 different variations for your grad to be. Let's begin. For our grad card, we're going to be using Lawn Fawn So Much to Say stamp set, the Quins lowercase ABC Lawn Cuts dies, and I have various high school colors with coordinating pattern paper. So this one is from Daphne's Closet, this is from Pink Lemonade, and this is from Dewey Decimal. And I have the cute little Lawn Fawn stamp blocks, super cute. You'll also need some embroidery floss that matches your grad cards and an embroidery needle on the thick side. Some 3D foam square adhesives and some regular adhesive to use for the cards. Versamark Dazzle ink or any slow drying ink, white detail embossing powder, and your Scrap Perfect or Embossing Buddy, whatever you use to help you get a good heat emboss. So let's begin. As a military brat, I went to 3 different high schools, and it was crazy. All 3 high schools had the same colors, navy, silver, and black. So I'm going to go with this color scheme for the demo. So you just take your Quins lowercase ABC lawn cut dies and you line them up how you would typically stamp them. And then using some washi tape or post-it notes, go ahead and just hug each of the letters. You want to make sure that they stay in place. So this is what it'll look like when it comes out of the die cutting machine. And I'm going to set aside the negatives for a future project, and I'm going to keep these little bits to add later. At this point, I would cut off about an inch off the top, and then we're going to do some heat embossing. So I cut off actually 3/4 of an inch at the top, and I have this Congrats stamp from So Much to Say and the little party hat or grad cap. And I'm basically going to stamp it like this. I'm going to put Congrats, Grad, and then I'm going to put the party hat somewhere on Congrats. So after you're done heat embossing, you might have a little powder left. I just take a baby wipe and swipe it across, and that usually gets rid of the powder residue. And you can also clean your area. So now I have it trimmed, and I also have my Daphne's paper or Daphne's Closet pattern paper trimmed. So I'm just going to adhere that. I added a cool notebook edge just to add to the school theme. And then I'm going to put some foam adhesive squares on the back. So now you can see the Daphne's Closet pattern paper right there in the negative. And if you want to, I saved my little parts from the letters. I'm going to use my Easy Dots adhesive to adhere those down. And there you go. So to make the tassel, I have some navy embroidery floss, and you want to have a piece of thick cardstock or cardboard, thin cardboard, and you want it to fold in half to the length of your desired tassel. So I want my tassel to be 1 inch long, fairly small for the card, and I'm just going to fold it in half like this, and I'm going to string a piece of embroidery floss through the center. This will end up being the tassel string that it'll hang from. And then you take more embroidery floss and you loop it around and you make it as thick as you want it to be. So when it looks about right, you take the string that you have in the middle and you tie a knot at the top and you slide your tassel off the card. So here comes the tricky part. I'm going to keep the tassel end tied up so I don't get it confused. And then I'm going to take more embroidery floss and wrap it around the top. And I'm just going to tie it off in the back. And then taking scissors, I'm going to go through where I looped it. And then I'm just going to trim the ends. And there you have a little crafty tassel for your card. So here's my card front that we made. And I have my silver cardstock base. I'm just going to adhere that down. So now you can put the tassel onto your card, and I want it to be removable. So I'm just going to add a little glue dot to the back, one of these small dots. And then just going to loop it around the card and let it dangle. There you go. And now you can continue to do the same thing with the other color patterns. Here are the green and gold and the maroon and gold grad cards, using the same techniques that I used for the navy and silver. Again, this is Tiffany from iHeartArtBlog.com from the Lawn Fawn design team, here to show you a creative way to use the lawn cut negatives on a grad card. Thanks for watching!